The ceremony will begin in a few minutes. Please take your seats. At this time, we ask that you silence your cell phones. Thank you. friends, guests, students, and alumni of Miami University, please stand to honor the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Science graduating class. We now present the faculty and platform party for the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Sciences.
Good evening. Welcome to
Good afternoon. My name is Andy Durajai, and I have the privilege and honor of serving as Vice President and Dean of the Miami University Regionals and the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Science. It is my pleasure to welcome students, their families, and friends to the divisional ceremony of the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Sciences. Please rise, you're already rising, and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Please be seated. I will now introduce members of the platform party and senior academic staff at the regionals. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Platform party and senior staff members, please stand as I call your name. Chair of Education and Society, Dr. Gary Boyer. Chair of Languages, Literatures, and Writing, Dr. Whitney Womack Smith. Chair of Humanities and Creative Arts, Dr. Susan Spellman. Chair of Biological Sciences, Dr. Paul Harding. Chair of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Dr. Beth Dietz. Chair of Mathematics and Physical Sciences, Dr. Vahagan Manukin. Chair of Computer Information Technology, Dr. Mary Ann Murphy. Chair of Nursing, Dr. Blook Flinders. Chair of Engineering Technology, Dr. Mert Ball. Chair of Justice and Community Studies, Dr. John Foran. Chair of Interdisciplinary and Communication Studies, Dr. Leland Spencer. Student speaker, Ms. Kiera Pearson. Alumni speaker, Mr. Joshua Hodges. Senior Associate Dean, Dr. Maura Casey. Associate Dean, Dr. Robert Davis. Associate Dean, Dr. Lisa Straveska, and Senior Assistant Dean, Dr. Peter Havakos. Please join me in recognizing the platform party and senior staff. You may be seated. So now for the fun part. Welcome to the Miami University Regionals and College of Liberal Arts and Applied Sciences Graduate Recognition Ceremony. This is truly a great occasion for our graduates, and I'm sure in the midst of all the celebrating, you've thought back on classes and labs, tests and quizzes, research papers, and group projects. Your memories no doubt include late night studying or early morning sessions getting a last review of notes before class. Some of you did your homework side by side with friends, with children, and possibly your grandchildren. You balanced readings assignments with other obligations, online discussions with group sessions of job requirements, and library research with community service and clinical rotations. You pursued your degree through unparalleled challenges, navigating the changes from COVID, in-person to online and hybrid instruction, and you persevered. It is in times like this I'm often reminded of the Nelson Mandela quote, "It always seems impossible until it is done." Well, class of 2022, you did it. The celebrations this weekend also belong to parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, children, grandchildren, friends, neighbors, and classmates, all who have been with you along the way. So I asked the class of 2022, our newest graduates, to rise and thank those who have been with you, supporting you, encouraged you, and following you as you've achieved your dream. Please rise, class of 2022. You may be seated. There is another group celebrating you and your accomplishments today. From the day you were admitted to your last final exam, their combination efforts covered everything from course planning to library assistance, academic and career advisory, tutoring, securing financial aid, scholarships, maintaining building and grounds, teaching classes, and meeting with you during office hours and during class hours. They were also available for one-on-one help when you needed it. In short, doing everything that they could do to make today possible. So that we can thank this group of truly dedicated people who are equally as proud of you, our graduates, I asked the faculty and staff of Miami University Regionals to stand so that we can recognize you. Now, there is a key distinction between graduation and commencement. You have all now graduated. You've done what you set out to do. You've earned your degree, and that part of the journey is now completed. Now you commence. Now you begin. As the Greek philosopher Plato put it over 2,000 years ago, the beginning is the most important part of the work. For some, this new beginning means grad school. For others, it's starting a new career or advancing in your current position. You have new challenges to meet, new horizons to consider, and new paths opening your future. Understand that your career today or tomorrow is not the end point, but rather the gateway to unlimited possibilities. With every opportunity that you're presented, learn from it, grow through it, and use it to continue your trajectory forward. Your career will mold you. It will make you better, but please do not let it define you. Let your light shine, create your own value, and the jobs will come. The poet T.S. Eliot wrote that each venture is a new beginning. In your new ventures, take all that you've experienced at Miami University, all that you've learned, and all that you've become, and build on that solid foundation. Let the hard work and dedication that brought you today continue in new exciting ways and taking you as far as you can go. As you go forward in life, apply the lessons you learned about listening, evaluating, synthesizing, and collaborating as we become leaders in our region, state, nation, and world. Never before has it been more important that our new graduates be active in our democracy than right now. Engage in critical dialogues about topics that are pertinent to you, your communities, and the lives of others. Support the sharing of ideas and perspectives, and continue to explore those that differ from your own. Show compassion and empathy for the human condition, and promote opportunity for all. And most importantly, remember to give back. Share your knowledge, your experiences, and your perspectives with all those around with you. Share them where you live and work. Share them where you volunteer in the community. And share them where you mentor someone facing the challenges that you once faced. Our communities, states, and nations only grow stronger if the strongest of us build us up. Today, you are now part of that strong group and have a responsibility to lift up others in their pursuit of success. I believe society as a whole is better because of you, our graduates. Driving all that we do in the College of Liberal Arts and Applied Science is a vision statement that was developed with a lot of caretaking, thought, and discussion. It consists of only 4 words, but those 4 words clearly and concisely describe what we do: empowering minds and strengthening communities. As we at Miami University continue to pursue this vision, may it also become part of your vision. For as Nelson Mandela once wrote, what counts in life is not the mere fact that you have lived. It is what difference you have made in the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Thank you. Our student speaker today for 2022 is Miss Kira Pearson. Kira was nominated by the faculty and selected to represent this year's graduating class. She began at Miami University Regionals in 2017 and became involved with student government, the Model UN program, and the Hamilton cheer team. She completed her associate's degree in December 2019, and after completing a year-long internship with the Butler County Coroner's Office, continuing her studies, she changed her major to criminal justice with a minor in anthropology. And following cold cases with Professor Steve Bailey, she became actively engaged in missing person cases throughout the state. Kira is also a full-time EMT, and we are pleased to have her as our 2022 student speaker.
I never expected to be here today, not only as class speaker, but graduating from college. Before attending Miami University Regionals, I was in foster care, and with less than half of foster kids graduating from high school, college was rarely mentioned to me in the way it was for other students. I wasn't planning on going to college, but amazing teachers and social workers through Butler County Children's Services encouraged me to break the stigmas of foster care and to not become another statistic. With their help, I was able to set a goal of going to college for forensic anthropology, a degree that is hard to come across. Foster care was very chaotic, and I never had much stability, so it was very important for me to stay in the Butler County area for some sense of familiarity, all while finding a school that offered both forensics and anthropology. Miami Hamilton was a place that I recognized in the place of childhood memories, from my 4th grade field trip to learn about plants at the conservatory, to a dance recital in elementary school at Parish Auditorium. When I learned that I could complete a degree in forensic investigation in anthropology at Miami, I hoped that it was the right fit for me, but I'll admit that I was hesitant of the idea of going to yet another school. From kindergarten to my senior year of high school, I went to 14 different schools. I was always the new kid at school due to the instability and constant moving. I never felt like I was wanted or that I belonged. I felt this way until my first year at Miami. I wanted to find friends and fit in so badly, so I joined student government, the cheer team, and Model United Nations. I made lifelong friends and connections, and in 2018, I was selected along with 4 other students to attend the Model United Nations Conference in New York City, where we received an honorable mention by the United Nations. The following year, after a semester in college at Florida, I returned to Miami Regionals to be near my brothers and my grandparents, eventually starting an internship as an autopsy tech with the Butler County coroner, Dr. Mannix, which is definitely not the field for everyone, but I knew that I had found my place in life, helping others find answers and find a voice. At the end of my internship, and with the encouragement of my foster brother, Matt, I enrolled in EMT school and started working as an EMT in Cincinnati while continuing my education, graduating with my associate's degree in December of 2019. And then COVID hit. I was working full-time as an EMT, balancing school full-time, learning how to cope with my mental health, all while trying to support myself and my pets. I felt very overwhelmed, and I was ready to quit my journey towards my bachelor's degree. With the support of Cheryl Collins, Jamie Vyers, Paul Carlisle, Shauna Wilson, and Professor Steve Bailey, along with so many others, I decided that I would give myself one more semester before making the final decision on ending my education. And I am so thankful that I was encouraged to not drop out when things got tough. Trust me, there were many days when I thought that I was ready to be done. I had to remind myself daily that I was capable of overcoming the challenges of obtaining a bachelor's degree. In the fall of 2020, I registered for Professor Steve Bailey's cold case class since I loved him as a professor for multiple criminal justice courses in the past, and cold cases have always been an interest of mine. In this course, we studied multiple cold cases, but the case of Karen Ann Spencer in particular caught my attention. This case reminded me of so many other missing people and missing person cases in the area, so I impulsively started a missing person awareness page called Butler County, Ohio Missing. I wasn't expecting it, but within days I had located my first missing person through social media, and we were able to get her case closed by local police. The page exploded, and with the help of Professor Bailey, I was able to complete an independent study of missing person cases in Butler County, leading to many cases resurfacing and local law enforcement agencies creating and updating their missing person protocols. Today, the page has expanded and is now called Ohio Valley Missing, and the page has directly led to the closing of over 30 cases. I now have a partner to help run Ohio Valley Missing. Heather Williams is here with us today, graduating from Miami Regional's nursing program. Over the past semester at Miami Hamilton, I completed another internship with the Butler County Juvenile Court, and I have started writing as a journalist with Butler County Connect, with the goal of advocating for local marginalized communities. I also learned a lot about myself, and while I haven't decided on my career path entirely, I know that whatever I do, I will choose to help other people. These experiences at Miami have changed my life. I am now one of the less than 3% of foster kids who obtain a bachelor's degree. I have made so many connections and I have met so many amazing people. College isn't easy, and as regional students, we have a unique college experience with multiple barriers during our education journeys. Many of us work full-time jobs, have struggles with mental or physical health, financial difficulties, or are first-generation college students. But we did it. We persisted. We are all here accomplishing something, defying the odds, exploring what life has to offer, and how we can make an impact. As the quote goes, helping one person might not change the whole world, but it could change the whole world for one person. Be the change. Reach out to a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while. Volunteer a day at an animal shelter. Sign up to be a mentor with Big Brothers Big Sisters, or become an advocate for a local foster child or another person in need. Even weekly random acts of kindness for strangers can go a long way. Together, we will be the changes that we want to see in the world, because at the end of the day, our actions are truly what represent love and honor.
Let's give Kira one more round of applause. Kira, your story echoes the stories of many of our graduates and rose to meet challenge successfully. Thank you for your challenge that you've given all of us. Our College of Liberal Arts and Applied Science alumni speaker this afternoon is a native of Hamilton who will be working multiple jobs, earned his Miami Associates in 2010, followed by graduate cum laude with a Bachelor's of Integrative Studies in December 2011. After graduating from Salmon P. Chase Law School, summa cum laude, in 2015, he joined the prestigious law firm of Frost Brown Todd. Gaining local, national, and international litigation experience with that firm, he left to establish his own practice. Today, he leads the firm of Kruger and Hodges and volunteers both as a big brother and as a member of the Parachute of Butler County Court-Appointed Special Advocates for Juveniles. I am pleased to present to you our alumni speaker, Joshua Hodges.
Congratulations to the class of 2022, and thank you, Dr. Durjaye, for that very kind introduction. We always give commencement speakers good introductions, don't we? It'd be a little bit rude not to, but we give the highlights, we give their successes, but I think it's a lot more fun and interesting and instructive to know some of the things that are not highlights. So I'm going to give you a short list of some of my failures and a little bit of the bad luck I've faced. Today I run a law firm that holds bad drivers accountable. But when I was 16, I knocked over one of those darn cones and failed my own driving test. Still kind of mad about it. I graduated one of the top students in my law school class, but I also graduated about 250th best in my high school class. And I was so bad at writing that I couldn't even take English 111 when I started college. I had to take a remedial English class to where you didn't even get credit. With some help from Dr. Cinnamon and at Miami Hamilton and other Miami University professors, I began to take my education much more seriously, and I set a goal of becoming a lawyer. Almost overnight, I went from someone who didn't care about school too much to someone who was pretty obsessive about success. After university and law school, I continued in that way and put in tons of hours the first few years as an attorney. Before I knew it, my son was taller than me, and I spent a lot of time away from my family chasing my own goals, time I can't get back. Dr. Durjaye also told you that I own a law firm, and it's been very successful in a short amount of time, but what he didn't tell you is that I started a different law firm before that failed only about a year and a half in because me and my partner had different visions and I had to start all over from scratch. That was going to be the last item on my things I screwed up list, but then 2 weeks ago, even though I tried to drive like a grandpa, I got my first speeding ticket in 20 years. Life knew that I was writing a speech about failures, figured I could use one more. Life never lets you sail too long without taking you down a notch. At least I know a good lawyer. Like a lot of people, I've also been dealt with a good bit of bad luck. Leaving a big law firm and a nice, comfortable salary was one of the scariest things I ever did in my life. Thankfully, at the time, my wife had a stable government job that at least provided us with good benefits and enough to get by until I built up my business. However, just a few months after I started my firm, our baby daughter was diagnosed with a rare and severe genetic disorder that only about 400 people in the world have. It was a really uncertain time, and we were stuck in the hospital for weeks and weeks trying to see what the doctors could do for her. She got so sick, my wife had to quit that job, and we lost all the stability that we had when she left that position. And at the exact same time that was all happening is when I figured out that my first law firm that I'd been building up for a year was going to fail, and I had to start all over again. So there I was sitting in the room with her, Children's Hospital, on the floor of my laptop trying to figure out how to build a cheap website to start a new law firm. Doctors were telling me that my daughter might never walk or talk. Older lawyers were telling me that you could never start a personal injury law firm because the competition from the big city firms was too tough. I'm not going to leave you hanging. My daughter has beaten all expectations. She's sitting over there talking my wife's ear off right now, I guarantee it. And with the help of my law partner, thank you. Thank you. And with the help of my law partner, my team, my firm is also doing better than I could have ever expected in just a few short years. We've been able to help so many local people get through tough times of their own. A few years ago, everything seemed to be falling apart, and I should have probably been panicking. But if I'm going to be honest, I wasn't. I knew I'd figure it out one way or the other. I knew I'd figure it out not because of some of the highlights he read to you during my introduction. I knew I was going to figure it out because of all the times I've had to dig out of holes in the past. It's the tough times that I think back to when I have a present-day problem. Like some of you, one of the toughest times of my life was the grind of being a working parent trying to get through undergraduate and into the very seat you're in today. I had plenty of problems when I began at Miami. The main obstacle I had was I didn't really believe in myself. I wanted to quit so many times, but my wife kept telling me to stick with it, and I'm lucky I did. After a few years of dragging myself through night classes, I ended up taking an anthropology class with Dr. Cinnamon. And all he really did was tell me I was a lot smarter than my grades said, and it was something that I'd heard from teachers since elementary school, but for whatever reason, I was ready to hear it that day. I believed him, and it really changed my life for the better. Miami is the place where I began to believe in myself, and ever since then, I look for reasons as to why I can do something rather than why I cannot. I know a lot of you have had to juggle studies around work, some full-time. Some of you have raised kids during all this, just like me. Some of you have surely overcome other obstacles that I might not be able to understand. But what I do understand is Miami Regional students have grit. If you couple that with the skills that you have and a little bit of belief in yourself, there's really nothing you can't figure out. Don't let anyone tell you any differently, and don't let yourself tell yourself any differently. Congrats to all the graduates, their friends and family. Thank you for letting me speak to you today. And thank you to Miami Regionals for continuing to provide a pathway to higher education for traditional and non-traditional students alike. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua. We are proud of each and every one of our graduates we recognize today. We know you all enthusiastically agree. We will now begin the presentation of degrees. So that each student and their loved ones may enjoy the special moment and hear their name being called, please smile, text, tweet, or hug someone sitting next to you when your graduate's name is read. But please don't cheer or clap until all the graduates have been recognized. Department chairs will join me in congratulating graduates. I now ask Dr. John Foran to come to the podium.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. John Foran, and on behalf of the faculty in the Department of Justice and Community Studies, it's my great privilege today to honor our graduates in the fields of criminal justice, forensic science, forensic investigation, and nonprofit and community studies. Congratulations to each of you and to your families on reaching this important milestone in your lives. And we wish you the very best as you now move forward from Miami, fully prepared to make meaningful contributions both to your chosen professions and to the public good. Graduates from the Department of Justice and Community Studies, please rise and come forward to be recognized.
Mackenzie Pearson, Ryan David Hannon, Laura Elizabeth Kelly, Josephine Marie Reisner, Sarah Jean Lawrence, Christina Jean Thomas, Scarlett Grace Baker, Chandler Anderson Gatch, Nicole Jamalex DePena, Gabrielle Rose Flynn, Navneet K. Badi, Emily Jean Ballard, Connor J. Knapp, Courtney Renee Smart, Annabelle Grace Tice, Madison Elizabeth Curlis, Taylor Yvette Galvin, Arian Danielle Andrews, Yvette Daly Garcia, Catherine Elise Layton, Christopher Hunter Thomas Hudson, Brandon Paul Welch, Yusef Abdu, Sienna Maiolini. Brian T. Gwen. Jenna Lynn Monholland. Claire Elizabeth Barrington.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Mert Pal. I'm the chair of the Engineering Technology Department. You have no idea how wonderful you all look here from here. I always wanted to say that. I'm happy to inform you that our engineering technology graduates are ready to serve as leaders who will make significant contributions to the practice of engineering in the world. On behalf of the Department of Engineering Technology, I would like to congratulate all of them. Would the graduates of the Department of Engineering Technology please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Craig Allen Matthews. Price Philip Norman. Modu Injai. Francis B. Amoa. Date Sanam Davi. William Austin Allen. Pawan Vital Bapu. Alex Dragged. Michael Romanov. Isaac Nathan Stevenson. Aaron Casey Frump. Zhenglin Huang. Linz Bankaloko. Bailey Lou Sanders. Aaron Matthew Watkins. Liam Gruszewski. Mark R. Smith. Mark Philip Wilson. Amanda Lynn Stockmaster. Amber Nicole Keppel. Bradford Thomas Pierce. Kira Brianne Duncan. Evan Michael Olden. Kevin F. Muntz. Dylan Andrew Dreckman Brown.
My name is Dr. Brooke Flinders, Chair of the Department of Nursing. I'd like to congratulate all our graduates on their accomplishments, and I look forward to the contributions they'll make to our profession and to our communities as practicing nurses. I'd like to note that this is our first year with graduates from both Miami Regionals and from Oxford. Would the graduates of the Department of Nursing please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Bryn Kozarik. Courtney Alyssa Hudson. Grace Mary Caputo. Natalie Rose Bish. Olivia Grace Gill. Lindsay Grace Strickler. Raquel Catherine Aaron. Kelly Marie Clark. Madison Claire Barker. Brooke Lynn Lilly. Megan Elizabeth Wachter. Annalise Marie Miller. Caston Leone Rini. Kyle DeMars. Madeline Rose May. Sarah Maria O'Brien, Melanie Sosa Morales, Logan William Wimbish, Jonathan Alexander Harris, Hannah Marie Goldberg, Julia Grace Trammell, Alex Paul Kaminsky, Daniela Maria Feldmeyer, Kaylin Morgan Cortez, Chloe Shea Ryan, Sydney Faith Sorrell, Braden Neal White, Tori Brooke Childers, Brittany Brianna Friels, Molly Jane Fightmaster, Caitlin Nicole Wade, Shannon Moy Lee, Emma Lundino, Kylie Lynn Brown, Alyssa Lynn Brohl, Benjamin Ryan Flinders, Graham William Rich, Carolyn Grace Dromsky, Madeline Sophia Strawby, Felix Dembowski, Shayla Nicole Sandlin, Lydia Elise Dietz, Olivia Renee Snook, Madison Jane Clay, Nathaniel Logan Rudd, Taven Lee, Natalie Michelle Jones, Nora Elizabeth Banfill, Lydia Marie Shively, Tyler J. Riley Baumgartner, Stephen Scott Watts, Ryan Alexander Nipper, Clayton Tyler Asher, Heather Nicole Williams, Reagan Danielle Jordan, Kelsey Ann Owens, Shahat Shavla, Alicia Nicole Len, Ty M. Harden, Jessica Storm Zimmerman, Jessica Lynn Thornton, Christina Lauren Graham, Raiko Doshado, Samantha Page McGuire, Kaylee Light, Abby Mae Pokorski, Lauren Elizabeth Emhoff, Effie Mae Ade, Sophia Isabella Griffiths, Isabella Pignatello, Ariana Pignatello, Kayla Marie Foote, Haley Jean Gose, Grace Elizabeth Merkel, Madison Nicole Beckham, Alyssa Renee Jones, Carly Elizabeth Farrar, Lindsay Shea Alice, Amanda Marissa Cole, Lauren Rachel Moore, Christina Marie Ernvasaw, Aaron Lynn Chayapin, Haley Paige Gordon, Margaret Geraldine Barney, Abigail Sitko Brown, Carly Badini. Gabrielle Alexa Burris. Andrew Robert Sellers. Dalton B. Campbell. Marilena Guadalupe Orozco. Joseph Nasiah Marfo. Jocelyn Oduro Scarpong. Julie Brianna Sams. Marina Mendez Lemos de Oliveira. Arinze Chuku Patrick Mbadike. Lovepreet Kaur Aluwalia. Madeline Grace Hewells. Maeve Donahue. Susanna Mary Lang. Caroline Grace Leonard. Haley Ann Vozar. Sarah Rose Green. Jeremy J. Grove.
Hi, I am Mary Ann Murphy, Chair of the Department of Computer and Information Technology. On behalf of the department, we are excited to join you in this celebration. Would the graduates of the Department of Computer and Information Technology please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Harpreet Singh Buttar. Grant R. Downer. Andrew Yaboa Opare. Isaac Adu Aji Kusi. Joseph Simon Bennett. Isaac Reed Schroyer. Zachary Lewis Chasteen. Jetty Levon Gardner Burkhead. Scott Koldesala. Hussein Kareem Almafrachi. Nathan Georgia. Andrew George Kinney. Savannah Ray Stoddard. Jessica Christine Tree Rudolph.
Good afternoon. My name is Bob Davis. Dr. Ted Light, Chair of the Department of Commerce, cannot join us today. So on behalf of the entire Commerce Department, I congratulate all graduates and thank you for your achievements. Would the graduates of the Department of Commerce please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Jacob Scott Schulte. Walter Allen Mingus. Jonathan Michael Foz. Anthony K. Lomfoy. Jeremy Joseph Martin. Mick Galick. Constant Conan. Carrie Jane Ellis. Amanda Carleen Matheny. Lindsay Ann Pelfrey. Monica Lynn Pidell. Hannah Christine Bailey. Olivia Grace Popovich. Alexis Paige Fike. Michael David Ponder. Dane Michael Jackson, Taryn Williams, Ashley Summer Tate Yoder, Riley Morgan McDonald, Mackenzie Rian Patton Baker, Austin Lowell Harp, Tony Boati Jr., Brett Hunter Hall, Logan Ryan Clark, Christopher Matthew Hederick, Maya Lynn Powell, Dana Elizabeth Miller Carlson, Aaron Michael Race, Brandon Dean, Jonathan Daniel Godby, Cameron Jacob Lloyd, Andrew Stephen Herzog, Raymond Michael Richmond, Patrick Charles Minery, Jill Lene Monson, Sarah Bazabi Tagono, Zichen Lau, McCoy Jeffrey Creedon, Jifan Feng, Yejing Wang, Yan Chen, Yuhan Liu, Yunin Li, Haowen Li, Jiang Chang, Ray Ling, Jiali Wang, Alec Matthew Gregory, Trent Anthony Allen, Eric Lee Barron, Faith Marie Preston, Kenneth R. Cole, Zhao Zhang, Daiwei Ye, Lu Jianyi, Hulin Mei, Jean Marie Alder, Jose Contreras, Jonan Chen,
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Leland Spencer, Chair of Interdisciplinary and Communication Studies. On behalf of my department, we are honored to celebrate your exciting achievements. Would the graduates of the Department of Interdisciplinary and Communication Studies please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Nicholas Fargo, Lucy Lillian Strange, Anna Gerhard, Daniel Deersing, Michaela Ruark, Sarah Ann Wright, Jordan Robertson, Cross Matthew Gibson, Jayla Ann McPherson, Candace Deanne Norvell, Carly James, Joey Renee Eggleston, Kyle Patrick Deloney, Trisha Elizabeth Kimball, Taylor Annette Berger, Farah Waleed Dahoudi, Andrew Tyler Mink, Emily Catherine Wright, Dominic Dean Casey Taberski. Erin Leona Wilson. India Leanne Myers. Jade Lavalette. Brittany Shea Bono. Anaya Sheree Dorsey. Ashlyn Kiera Edwards.
Hello, my name is Beth Dietz, Chair of the Department of Social and Behavioral Sciences. I join my whole department in congratulating all graduates on your tremendous success. Would the graduates of the Department of Social and Behavioral Sciences please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Balin Carter Theory. Skylar Marie Frank. Miranda Grace Cornett. Caitlin S. Jones. Madison Albrecht. Shanae Renee Martin. Gina Rose James. Emily Grace Ashcraft. Rebecca Jean West. Megan Isabella Bolts. Ashley Elizabeth Mitchell. Delaney Paige Stinchcomb. Destiny Ann Williams. Cassandra Lynn McManus. Jessica Ann Lawhorn. Cassie Michelle Stidham. Elizabeth Ann Spalding. Olivia Elizabeth Yackman. Jordan Robert Frary. Sierra Nicole Taylor. Olivia Marie Rader. Brittany Nicole Coombs. Allison Mackenzie Albright. Shania Bell. Gloria Rose Rodriguez Yanez.
Good afternoon. My name is Paul Harding, and I am the Chair of Biological Sciences. I'm honored to recognize and congratulate our incredible graduates. We'd like the graduates of the Department of Biological Sciences to please rise and come forward to be recognized.
Allison Kathleen Roberts. Emma Rose Jones. Sarah Ann Cheney. Mallory Paige Plogger. Erin Elizabeth McFadden. Nicholas Allen McRoberts. Jason Allen Brown II. Jacqueline M. Bettencourt. Alexis Renee Kramer. Mackenzie Hannah Faulkner. Abigail Marie Sedan. Josephine Palumi Ormasan.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Susan Spellman, Chair of the Department of Humanities and Creative Arts. On behalf of the faculty, I'm proud to celebrate our talented and creative graduates. Will the graduates from the Department of Humanities and Creative Arts please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Lindsay Renee Hurst. Jessica Lynn Croson. Stephanie Renee Furia.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Whitney Womack Smith, Chair of the Department of Languages, Literatures, and Writing. I am privileged to recognize the graduates with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English Studies. They are an outstanding group of students. Will the graduates from the Department of Languages, Literatures, and Writing please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Madison Paige Buffler. Maya Raylyn Alsop. India Victoria Greenidge. Danielle Ketman. Alexis Angel Gallimore. Jarrett Russell Reed. Daniel Cheston Cox. Emmanuel Cabrera Cordero. Ian Dean Bird. Claire Elizabeth Barrington.
Hello, my name is Dr. Gary Bowyer, Chair of the Department of Education and Society. On behalf of the entire faculty, I'm proud to honor all other graduates in attendance today. Would the graduates of pre-kindergarten education, Associate of Arts programs, and all other degree programs please rise and come forward to be recognized?
Asia Walker. Sydney Olivia Harrison. Kara Michelle Reynolds. Leah Faye Stapleton. David Walsford. Marissa Ann Kelly. Caitlin Renee Wilson. Carly Joe Majors. Kendra Danielle Green. Zunyu Louis.
Would all the graduates please rise who are able? It is with the greatest pleasure and pride that I present Miami University's newest alumni, the class of 2022. We are now nearing the end of our ceremony. Graduates will recess with the faculty and staff after the singing of the alma mater. We invite all to join in the singing. The words of the music are in your programs. We ask that the audience remain seated until the graduates have recessed, and then we will invite you all to join us for a reception in the Goggins Practice Ice Rink directly behind us. Graduates, as we close this afternoon, allow me once again to share the words of Nelson Mandela. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we've lived. It's what difference we have made in the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. And now, please rise as you are able for the singing of the university's alma mater.
Hold my hand from thy hill crest, thou hast watched the decades roll, generations questing from thee, sturdy heart and pure of soul.
you.